Good morning. Welcome to Member Focus Monday. I'm Christina Schaefer, Social Media Manager for HAR. I'm joined this morning by the Director of Video Services for HAR, Claudia Hernandez. Claudia, welcome.
Hi.
If we could just start out, Claudia, if you'll introduce yourself.
Okay. So I am the Director of Video Services for HAR. I started here about 8 or 9-ish years ago as an intern, working under Greg Hale, who actually created the studio that we're sitting in right now and started HAR TV. And then worked my way up to, slowly manager and then director. And when you guys walk around the building and come down my hallway, I'm in the office with big windows, so you can see me all the time on your way to the technology center. So come by and say hi.
Yeah, it's almost like a fishbowl.
It is, right? A little bit.
a little bit
like
of a fishbowl.
Yeah.
But that's good because you have those TVs up, and it's really it's a fun office to see.
It's nice. Come and say hi.
So Claudia, you've produced hundreds of videos for HAR,
thousands of videos
for HAR. Yeah. You go to events and do all kinds of different things, but you also, you pay attention to what's going on in the industry.
Yeah.
You see what's trending, right, if you will. So what are some of the trends that you're seeing right now with video marketing?
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of different trends. One of the things that we're seeing a lot of that's really popular, that started on Instagram and has now obviously moved into Facebook, is stories. And people love to see stories because it's just a quick click at the top of your timeline or at the top of your newsfeed. And, it's kind of a behind the scenes sort of like, oh, what are they doing today? And people love that behind the scenes. They like to see, well, how did that store get that set up? How did that runway show get started? Or, everything behind the scenes people love. So that, and again, behind the scenes, vlogging for business.
Yeah.
Vlogging for business is really popular now. So anything regarding just showing them your everyday life, YouTube influencers are really popular, people online, just anybody online that's popular. Their fans like to see what's going on behind. What does it take to create that video? What does it take to create that show? So vlogging for business is really popular right now too. It's really popular on YouTube.
Really quick, that's kind of funny because I'll talk about that sometimes because people do worry about sharing too much, right? But it's little edits. You kind of pick and choose what you're sharing, right? And then sometimes I'll have people tell me things like, "Oh, well, I don't think anybody really cares what I'm doing." But I say to them, if there was a reality show about storage units and that was widely popular,
I know.
People care.
People love the real life stuff. They like genuine. They like to see the real you. So you're a face in front of all these people, but they still like to see what's going on behind the scenes. Like, what's Christina doing in the office today? You know? So that's why vlogging is so popular. 360 videos are super popular. They may not have taken off just yet in real estate, but with listings, they're a very great tool that they could use as a walkthrough through the homes. As far as listings go, people are using them a lot when they're on vacation and stuff like that. You want to see the scenery, but imagine walking through a home as if you're there, you know, like 360. And that's why virtual reality is also becoming really popular. I don't know if people know this, but in 2017, Lowe's started a virtual reality program, and it's basically a series of tutorials. And you use your VR set, and you have the Lowe's app, and I can't remember what it's called, but they basically show you how to install a faucet, and you're looking at it in your eyes in this VR set, and it's like you're doing it yourself. So slowly that stuff is just going to catch on, and it's just going to get even more popular over time. So
I think that's really helpful. Obviously for Lowe's or something like that, because it's a lot of people do want to go the do-it-yourself route if they can. But I can tell you, I've watched a YouTube tutorial on something and said, okay, now I need to hire an expert. So it can go both ways, right?
And no one's saying that, you have to take all your own videos and have to take all your own pictures, but it'd be nice to, all of a sudden you have this listing, you want to put it up. Maybe you want to do your own listing video one day and put it up yourself. So it's never that too hard to learn. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you recommend to someone who wants to get started with video marketing? Maybe they've seen it, they've seen maybe a little bit of what other people are doing, but haven't really kind of taken that leap yet.
I would say just get started. Just do it. One of the biggest things that realtors come into the studio and tell me, or they'll walk by my office and tell me, is I've been thinking about doing it. I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I need to just do it. Just take that leap and do it. And I promise you, once you get it done, I've had people that came in once and it kind of became an addiction, and they kept coming back. They loved it. They loved the response from the video. And they were like, you know what? So many people told me they liked it, so I want to do more. So that's the biggest hurdle. It's just like with anything, just get the first one out of the way. And once you do that, you'll get more ideas to do other things. And while doing those videos, it's really hard to really be yourself. You want to try and be professional and look, put together, but what people really want to see is how genuine you are and who you are, especially when it comes to real estate. I'm thinking about hiring you for this, big transaction in my life. So I want to know what you're like. What is Christina like as a person? Does she get me? Does she know that a park is important for me? So just being genuine in those videos, just getting started, take that leap, and come in and do your first video with me, and then you'll love it.
I have a hard time believing that anybody has come in and then called you later and say, I regret doing that video.
Yeah, I 100% of the time, I want to say, they're like, I'm so glad. And, it's really hard when you come into the studio, you see the big green screen and the lights, and it's scary, but you'll see the end result. I edit it for you. We produce it, we edit it, we take care of all of the publishing for you. So it makes it really easy. And 99.9% of the time, people are like, I love it. It's so much better than I thought it was going to be. So just do it.
So just do it. So what if there's somebody who's thinking, maybe I want to try to do this on my own. Maybe they kind of have like a little interest in video and want to kind of go their own route. As far as equipment, what does it really take to get started?
Well, a lot of people do videos on their phones, and that's great. I love my high-tech Sony, Canon cameras and all that stuff, but I have nothing against the iPhone or other cell phones that have great cameras. I would just say, just be smart about how you're taking the video. Use some good lighting. There's a lot of really inexpensive lighting for your phones that you can buy nowadays, like these ring lights that you can attach to your phone, and they just make you look so much better. So it's little things like that if you want to get started on, whether it be blogging or your own listings with your phone, just add that little bit that you can with a very small investment, like a small light kit. If you want to slowly take your way into maybe something a little bigger production, then invest in like a DSLR camera, which they're becoming more and more less expensive nowadays to buy these cameras, and you can use them for photography. They take great HD video, and make your way that way. Build your way up that slowly. There's a lot of studio light kits now that are inexpensive. We bought a lot of this equipment in here maybe 12-15 years ago, so it's been a while. Technology is just always growing, and it's getting less expensive and better as time goes by. So I wouldn't say jump the gun right away with all the equipment. Kind of take it slow, see if you enjoy doing videos, and it can get expensive, which is why we offer this service to agents to come to the studio.
And it is also, yes, snapping a quick, doing an Instagram story, that's not very time consuming, but when you want something a little more scripted or like a listing video or something like that, it can be time consuming. So kind of leading into that, can you tell us a little bit more? You kind of mentioned already that you come in and that people come in and do videos here, but can you tell us about those promo videos? How does that work?
So as mentioned, I'm the director of video services. So we provide what we call promo videos for realtors here in the HRTV studio, excuse me. And they're $99 plus tax. And that cost includes the cost of you coming into the studio, recording the video. We've got the proper microphones, we've got the good lighting, we've got a teleprompter, and then we have all of the setup to edit the video afterwards. I take care of the editing for you, and then we upload it to your HAR page and to YouTube. And that allows you to share it really organically on many other platforms. And all of that for $99 plus tax. We're able to offer that price to realtors because it's only for members of HAR. I do believe that if we offered it to the public, we'd have a line out the door.
Yes,
I would never sleep. But it's very inexpensive when it comes to video production. I've heard of people that go off and talk to other production companies and try and price out these types of videos, and it ends up being really, really expensive, like thousands of dollars. So yeah, it's not a hard process. I help you with your script writing. If you want to give me a call or an email, shoot me an email and talk about what should I talk about, what should I write about. I can help you and walk you through that entire process. That's so great. Just give me a call or email me. My email is video@hr.com. Really easy to remember. So if you have any questions, just let me know.
Yeah, that's great. And I can also attest to this. I've had to do a lot of marketing videos for HR for different classes, as you well know. And I can tell you, if you're even considering this, Claudia is amazing at what she does. Not everybody is natural on camera. No. It took me a lot of practice to even be okay. But it's a locked studio, and Claudia makes you feel very comfortable when you're in it. So I can definitely attest to that.
And that's the thing is we have, I won't let you leave without being comfortable and being happy with your video. We'll play it back. We'll watch it over. You have many chances to shoot the video. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's a product that I want you to be happy with. I want you to be able to use this as a promo video to hand out to prospective clients in listing presentations, in your email, on your Facebook for years to come, and then maybe update it a few years from now. So,
I've traveled out to a lot of different brokerage offices around the city, and some of them, they actually have green screens, they have studios in the office. Yeah. But what I've had a couple agents tell me about that is we have the equipment, but I don't have the guidance really. So they may not have somebody like you that can kind of guide them. So it really is a good benefit that we offer to the members with that. So you mentioned this a little bit too, but do you think that video really does make a significant impact on realtors' business?
Yeah, so I was reading an article just recently from Forbes magazine that said that they predicted that by 2019, 80% of internet traffic will be video. Mm-hmm. And that's not hard to believe when you scroll through your news feed and you see all these videos, and you scroll through your Instagram feed and there's all these videos. Mm-hmm. There's videos while you're pumping gas. I mean, they're everywhere. So
that's true.
They're just all over. It's kind of hard to get away. So it's almost as if you're not creating videos, if you're not adding video to your content, to your websites, you're missing out on that big piece that, a lot of people are trying to look for when they're visiting that landing page, when they're visiting that Facebook page. There's another stat I read that said landing pages with videos have an 80% conversion rate. So it's more engaging. People want to see you. They want to see your product. They want to see what you have to offer for them. Mm-hmm. So as far as realtors go, I would say the most important thing is to start with that promo video. Mm-hmm. That promo video lets the customer, the client, know who you are, what you're about, what kind of realtor you are, what you can do for them. Mm-hmm. That's what's really most important. The consumer is wanting to know how you can help them buy that home, sell that home, relocate them, whatever the case may be. And then you can slowly make your way into other videos. Mm-hmm. I have this one realtor, and I hope she's watching. Her name is, she goes by Houston Shelley. She's Shelley Scanlon. She came here to do a promo video, I want to say in 2016 or 17, and now I can't get her agents to stop coming. So her agents come by every single month and do listing videos with me. They have the photographs of the listing already done. They come into the studio and they talk about the property, and then I include the photos in there. I mean, one of her agents was just here the other day and did 4 of them. So, and that's the other thing is you can do more than one. You can do videos about education as far as real estate goes. She's actually come in, and other realtors have come in and done videos with experts like inspectors, mortgage lenders. And those are videos that you can use to educate your consumer, educate your client, and then we can produce those for them here. And there's a long list of videos you could create, but it's all about that content to let your consumer know, your client know that you're knowledgeable in technology. You're the expert. You're the ambassador. And videos is just an extra way to show them that.
And you mentioned it's good content, but it's also long-lasting content. Like the listing videos, that's going to kind of come and go, and you're going to keep getting new listings. But, if I'm coming in here and I'm doing a video with an inspector and we're educating somebody, that's a video that I'm going to be able to use for a long time.
Right, exactly. And that's one of the things that we also have. You could also visit our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/HRTV. And there's a whole collection of content. The content that we create at HRTV is also for your benefit. So we have market updates, we have chair updates, we have tutorial videos. We have all kinds of stuff on there that you can use really also as brokers and managers to help your realtors and teach them some things about Matrix, teach them, all kinds of tutorials on the website about how to manage their HR website. And that content is yours to use. Anything you see on our HRTV page, feel free to post that on your Facebook page and share it. So that's content we create for you guys.
For you guys, yeah. So if anybody's looking for content,
right,
that's good stuff to go to. So what is the biggest hurdle you think for realtors when it comes to video?
I would say the number one thing people tell me is that they're nervous. They're afraid of the camera. They're afraid of being in front of the camera. And I get that, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking knowing that a lot of people are watching me right now. So, and, you know, again, it's back to the, you know, just do it. Just do the video. Just take care of it. So once you start, that's what your clients, your consumers, that's what they want to see. They want to see you. So don't be afraid of what you look like. You know, I'll try and make it look as good as I can. And just start with one and then work your way up to others. So
yeah, absolutely. I've actually heard a speaker who physically demonstrated it one time. She said the biggest thing that she sees for realtors there, what happens is they pull out their phone, they hold it up, and then they go, nope, I'm not going to do this. Right. It's that fear. But once, once it's like anything else, once you do it, and you keep doing, you just get better and better at it, right?
You do. Yeah. It's getting over that fear is probably the biggest hurdle for most people. So,
okay. So I see we have a lot of members tuned in this morning and just wanted to see if they have any questions for you. I'm telling you good morning.
Morning.
This is a great topic. Someone actually said that we look like we can pass for sisters.
Oh, we hear that all the time.
Okay. So, Mario asked, do you have a script we can follow?
Yeah. So when you do reach out to me, call me, email me, contact me in any way, stop by my office. What I have is a script template that I like to share with realtors so that they could get started. I also like to share videos of other realtors that have done videos in the studio that I believe hit that mark. They really made the points that they needed to make in a short amount of time. So that's the other thing about the videos and the script. And when I share that script template with you, I let you know kind of a word count of how to keep that video short. Keeping your script short is another big hurdle that a lot of people have, not just realtors, just anybody in general. And we need to know how to keep that short. And that script template really helps you out with that.
What is the recommended time for like a promo video?
In all honesty, the shorter, the better. And I know people cringe when I say 15 to 30 seconds because they're like, what am I supposed to say in 15 to 30 seconds? But that's really it. I mean, you have to think about the commercials that we see on TV. They're 30 seconds and they give out a wealth of information about a company. They're not covering the whole menu, but now you want to go to that restaurant. So it's just think about the promo, just a quick, catch for people to see and, get them excited.
That's a good point. You don't have to give it all right then because you do also want them to call you and get more information from you.
And most realtors have a website and that's usually where their bio is. And they can always go back to your website and read where you went to school and all that stuff. They want to know how you can help them.
What's in it for me, right? Mario also asked if there are examples of videos.
Yep, I have tons of examples over the years. And I like I said, when I share that script template, I like to share samples of other videos. The short ones, the ones that I think did a good job, just so you can get an idea of how the process works and what your final video is going to look like.
Sure. Yeah, so if you email Claudia, she'll send you all of that. Yeah. Emily asked about going live during an open house. I love that.
Yeah. Here you go. Christina's not a video producer, but and I would consider myself a consumer. I'm not a realtor. Christina's not a realtor, but I would love to see that. I think that's one of the big things is showing like the 360 and the VR videos that I was talking about is walking through the listing so that I can take a look at it. There was this one stat that I read that said 65 to 80% of people surveyed by entrepreneurs said that they were more likely to purchase an item after watching a video. So, and that the same can be said of the listing. I actually had a client come in the other day that said this woman saw her sign on a home that she was selling like a street away. She looked up that listing, saw the agent's listing video that she did in my studio, and she was like, that's why I hired you, because your video was so great. So, it's amazing what kind of doors it'll open if you just start. So.
Yeah. So Rhonda said, where do you sign up to do the video? Is there a link?
There is. And we'll have that popped up. It's har.com/HR video.
Yeah.
So it's pretty simple, and that'll lead you to our scheduling page. All of the scheduling, booking, payment is all done online. We keep it very simple for you. You get to pick your date, your time, and pay for the video. right then and there. And then once you do pay for the video or you do book an appointment with us, I'll reach out to you because I know that you're ready to create a video, and we'll get started on the process on whether it's script writing or anything else you might have questions about.
Very good. Chris just said, wonderful. And do you help with scripts? But yeah, we already said that you do. So that's great.
Yeah.
Ellen said, I really want to do this, but I'm very bad on videos. I would definitely need your help.
Yes. So one thing that can be created as well, and a lot of people, like we were talking about the listing videos, let's say my name is Claudia Hernandez and I work in the Sugar Land area. And I want to talk about what a great realtor I am in the Sugar Land area. What is great that we could do is incorporate, whether that be video or photos of that Sugar Land area. And that makes the video just a little more exciting. Yeah. It takes the attention away from you. And then people get to hear you, see you a little bit, but also see a little bit of Sugar Land. Yeah. And see maybe you with some of your clients in Sugar Land. So that's another thing that we'll discuss if you do give me a call, is the type of content that you could bring with you that I can include in the video for you.
So people can include their own photos.
They can. And I highly recommend it. I've had realtors bring in pictures with them, you know, with their clients and a sold sign and, you know, signing papers at the closing table. And those are great because that's, again, back to being genuine, being real. People want to see, you know, oh, wow, she's worked with a family just like mine, you know. So that's what people want to see.
Very good. Okay. David asked, can we do multiple videos?
You can. We actually offer a discount. So we can bundle the videos. So just give me a call and we'll let you know how many you can do and the cost and the time. But my recommendation is very highly that if this is your first video, you should start with just one. It can get a little nerve-wracking in the studio, so you want to just kind of take it slow, start with one, and then come back and do more.
You've even had some people come in and do multiple videos, but in different languages.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we've had several agents come in, especially in Spanish. We could either create one long video that is, you know, English and then Spanish or whatever other language you want, or you can create separate videos that cover different languages. So
okay,
that's not a problem.
Chris asked, can you go on location?
We do not go on location. I'm very sorry. We have all the equipment in the studio, the teleprompter, the mics, the lighting. It's very hard to take all of it on location to do this type of video. You'll see me on location at HAR events, but not doing agent videos. But we're pretty central. We're right off of the Southwest Freeway. We're really close to everything. So, you know, it'll be a quick session when you come in, about 30 minutes. You know, it shouldn't take a long time. So just make your way over here.
Jamie asked again, what is the cost on the videos?
The videos are $99 plus tax. Okay. So.
Almas asked if you could show some sample video, but if they email you, you'll send them.
If you email me, you can see that. We do have several sample videos on that website that I shared as well, the hr.com/HR video. There's a couple of samples on there that you could see, and those were created here in the studio.
Okay. Jamie said, I go live at my open houses lately, getting comfy in front of the camera. That is awesome, Jamie. Hopefully you're seeing some good traction from that. Mario said, can I have a margarita before recording?
I have joked about that before. Some people do joke about that.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a good question. Robert asked, what is the turnaround time for the videos that you make?
So most of the videos that I create, you'll get them done within the week, usually sooner. I do create other videos, as Christina was saying, marketing videos for HAR, or I'll go on location for HAR events. So it just depends on the schedule, but for the most part, it's about a week. And what I like to do is send you a draft video so you can take a look at it, you approve it, you let me know if you like it, if we need to make any changes, and then we will publish it once you're happy with it. So expect it in about a week's time.
Very good. Jamie asked, what color clothing should we wear in the video?
That's actually a really good question because you want to stay away from anything green in the studio. You don't see it now, but we have a very bright green screen behind us. And that allows us to superimpose a background that you might want to be in, whether that be the foyer of a home, the outside of a home, an area of town. So just stay away from anything green. Try and stay away from any patterns like plaid and polka dots and stuff like that. But really just bright colors like red, those always look really great on camera.
Okay. Debbie said she sent you an email. She's ready to schedule an appointment with you.
Thank you.
So the $99, Eric's asking for how long of a video?
So I'm not going to stop you or cut you off if you do a video longer than a minute. But my recommendation is to stay under that minute. The time that you want to stay at is 30 seconds, but the recommendation is a minute. And that's really what you want to put out to your audience. You don't want to create videos longer than that unless they're more in-depth, where you're demonstrating something or you're showing a home or something like that. But promo videos specifically, 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay. They're asking for your contact information. We'll put that back up at the end, your email and phone number. Jeremy asked, can I upload 4K video to HAR?
I'm not positive. That would be a technology question. It would just depend on the website. The HAR capability websites that we have.
The capacity that allows, but I believe you can.
But from what I understand is when you're uploading a video to your profile, it's going through YouTube and then onto your HAR site. So it's really more of what YouTube
allows, and YouTube does allow 4K.
I believe it does.
Yeah. CW asked, if you changed brokers, can the info at the bottom of the video be changed?
CW came in and did a video with me, and I guess that's why he's asking. Yes, we do change the brokerage on the video. You do have to give me a call. There is a small fee involved because we do have to bring that out of our archives and re-edit the video. So there's a small fee, but if you don't feel like coming back into the studio, you like what you said, we can just change the brokerage name, change your logo, and then republish the video.
Okay, very good. Jacqueline said, so should we schedule our video and then you'll contact us to set up a meeting before to go over the script, or should we email you and you will send us all the info with sample scripts before we actually meet?
You can email me and I can send you all that information. I will say this, that one of the biggest hurdles, like we were talking earlier, is I'll have people that get really excited about doing a video and they'll book their appointment. And then they call in because they have to reschedule because they're not ready. Right. So I would rather you have your script ready and be ready to go before paying for the video and then not being able to make it. So I would say email me first, and then we can have a discussion. We could talk over the phone if you want to, or communicate through email, and then we can book the appointment.
Okay. So I guess this is a good kind of almost wrap question. We still have a couple other things, but Dula is asking, what are the requirements to create a good video? So what do you think makes a good video?
Short. Short will always be my first answer to that question. Being genuine, being yourself is probably the most important. And just keeping the information on, just recognize your audience. Know who you're talking to. Yeah. I'm talking to a consumer who I'm thinking might hire me as their realtor. So I need to talk to them, not to my fellow peers, not to my broker, not to my manager, but to my audience. So know your audience and know who you're talking to before you create that message.
Yeah, very good. Eric just made a comment that there's really good info on the HAR video page. So I guess he's already looked it up.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So again, Claudia's contact information, it was just video at
HR.com.
And if they want to call you,
they can call me. The HAR phone number and my extension is 162.
162. Thank you so much. So it looks like that's all the questions we have from our members. Thank you again so much for joining us this morning.
This was fun.
See?
And now I'm in front of the camera.
You're in front of the camera?
I'm usually behind the camera. Now it's my turn to be in the front.
and it wasn't so bad, was
it? It wasn't bad at all.
All right. So next week, we are actually going to have Daniel Gonzalez, who's the Director of Legislative Affairs for TAR. We are coming close to Realtor Lobby Day, which is May 26th. So we're excited to have him because there's a lot of legislative priorities that we may not have even heard of yet. And, they impact all homeowners, realtors, the real estate industry. That's really, as far as the politics, that's as much as if it involves real estate industry, that's where they get involved. So we're excited to hear from him. He's going to be calling in and we're going to get to hear that. So be sure to tune in next Monday, 9 a.m. So you'll hear from Daniel. And again, thank you, Claudia, so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, everyone, have a great week. Bye-bye.